Something that I learned about myself is that I know how to play golf now. Since we could only play certain sports, I went out and played golf, and now I know how to play.
In the last year, I have gotten better at multitasking, being online.
One thing that I learned about myself this year is that I like to have everything organized and clean.
I really like going to school and I miss attending.
Something I learned about myself this past year is that you need to still be motivated even when you feel like not doing anything, because I lacked of waking up early most of the time.
One thing I learned about myself in the past year is that as long as I apply myself, I can achieve anything I want to.
Something I learned about myself is how intuitive and creative I can be with myself, finding different things to do in my spare time, and finding how to make myself busy in a way.
Well, one thing I learned about myself is that I have a very dire need to stay busy. So with all the extra time that I've had from time to time between classes, I've learned how to play, I think, 3 new instruments, learned how to weld, solder for technology, and a lot of new hobbies that I just finally had the time to do.
I think I've learned that I can be more helpful to people than I thought I could be.
I've learned that I actually need social interaction because once quarantine started, I just realized that I have to be around my friends. I have to talk to people and help them in order to feel okay or be normal, I guess.
Something I learned about myself is that there's no amount of sleep that is too much for me.
Something I've learned about myself in the last year is that during these times is where we have to push ourselves the most, so you have to find a lot of motivation within yourself to do all these things. Something funny that has happened to me on Zoom is falling asleep during class and my teacher having to call my name out because I was asleep.
One time in my first period class, I left my microphone on while I was singing and making coffee.
Something that I've done in a Zoom meeting is acting like my Wi-Fi doesn't work so I can leave class early.
I left my mic unmuted while I was watching TikTok in class, and my teacher had told me to mute myself.
I accidentally was unmuted and I was yelling at my dogs and they were barking crazy, so I had to tell them to be quiet, and my teacher was thinking I was talking about them.
The most spontaneous thing was probably for first responders when we all had to strike a superhero pose, and she took a picture and posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, we took pictures of our little dummies that we use in first responders to practice CPR and different medical stuff on them.
Alright, so when we have our Google and Zoom meets for studying, we have all of our friends from IB go into there. So we're all there and studying and everything like that, and occasionally we'll do little dance parties or whatever. And one of the times that I was trying to do it, immediately after I left, I thought, oh, well, you know what? This is a good song and everything like that. I'm gonna keep on grooving to it. Leaned back and ended up flipping my entire chair over. So that was just a little goof of mine.
My mom came in and started screaming at me because I hadn't washed the dishes.
One time we were in my last period, and I was trying to text in the chat, to all my friends, because we were all talking about something, and I accidentally privately messaged my teacher saying that I have to go pee, and I immediately left the chat.
Friends and I, we wanted to make a Google Meet, and we just did karaoke for Kanye West.
Something funny and a little embarrassing that's happened to me in a Google Meet is I was eating yogurt during class, and I think my mic was off because I got a little notification and it told me that the teacher turned my mic off. My most memorable moment from Southwest is winning CIF as a freshman in 2018 for my softball team.
Last year I played in the Powder Puff game and broke my finger.
My most memorable memory at Southwest is probably being able to perform in the Wizard of Oz play in Sabapa Dance.
The most memorable memory is for sure all the football games and all the Sabapa dance performances we had, just because I'm going to miss that once senior year's over and I can't come back.
Southwest is the most memorable for me because of the people, and I miss all the activities like going to the football games and all the other sports matches.
My most memorable memory would have to be cutting down the nets after we won IVLs on our home court against Central.
Probably all our trips to San Diego with the basketball team were the best times I've had here.
Best memorable moment as a Southwest Eagle had to have been this past high school madness that just happened. With this, I was finally one of the section leaders for drumline. We had a great performance. We were able to improvise some stuff and do all of our stunts that were nice there. So I think that was definitely the best moment for Southwestern.
Pep rallies like before games, that was always cool. Winning IVL, that was cool.
The IB diploma program, because that's where I met most of my friends, or like created a strong bond. And we're more like a family, and we've gone through basically like hell and back together with all the work and like extracurriculars we do. So that's made the biggest thing.
One time in chemistry, I puked on myself, and then the next day I found out I had salmonella. So
Something that makes SHS memorable is, or has to be, cross country and track, because I find it the most fun and it's what lifts my spirits right now.
My favorite emoji is the painting the nails emoji. My favorite emoji is the kiss face emoji.
My favorite emoji is the tongue one.
My favorite emoji is like the guy that's like cringing. His eyes are like pointing like that.
My favorite emoji is the one that goes like this. With like the eyes big, you know, like that one. That's my favorite emoji.
Favorite emoji is probably the 3.1. 6.
I like the ice emoji. When the dude smiling, yeah.
Definitely got to be just the classic sunglasses. I mean, with that, you're able to go, you know, the cool route, or just the kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna take you a little less seriously type of route, and you know, ease things off.
Probably the prayer hands, because just you owe it all to him. So.
The disco man emoji.
the monkey emoji.
Favorite emoji is the crying emoji with the strips of tears. And it's that one because it's like you just laugh over everything.